Before the United States existed, before independence was even imagined, a single gunshot shattered the silence of a New England dawn. No one knows who fired it, but it would change the fate of an empire. In the spring of 1775, the American colonies stood on the brink. For years, tensions had simmered between Britain and her colonies. Taxes imposed from afar, laws enforced by red-coated soldiers, a growing sense that liberty itself was under threat. Massachusetts had become the heart of resistance. Here, armed citizens trained as minutemen who could fight at a moment's notice. To British eyes, they were rebels. To themselves, they were defenders of their rights. General Thomas Gage, commander of British forces in America, faced a dangerous situation. Intelligence reports spoke of hidden weapons in the town of Concord, of rebel leaders plotting open defiance. Gage decided to act. Under cover of darkness, 700 British regulars were ordered to march west from Boston. Their mission: seize the weapons and crush the rebellion before it could spread. But secrecy failed. As British boots struck the road, riders slipped into the night. Paul Revere, William Dawes, their warnings echoed from village to village. Church bells rang. Militia drums sounded. By dawn, the countryside was awake. As the sun rose over Lexington, a small group of militiamen assembled on the village green. They were farmers, tradesmen, fathers and sons. They did not seek battle. British troops arrived, ranks tight, bayonets fixed. An order was given, then confusion, then a shot. No one knows who fired first, but within moments, British volleys cut through the morning air. 8 Americans lay dead. The road to war was now stained with blood. The British pressed on to Concord. But they found little. The weapons were gone. Across the North Bridge, Colonial forces gathered, no longer dozens, but hundreds. This time, when shots were fired, Americans stood their ground. British soldiers fell back. For the first time, Colonial militia had forced the King's troops to retreat. The balance had shifted. The retreat to Boston became a nightmare. From behind stone walls and trees, Colonial fighters struck again and again. The British marched under constant fire, exhausted, disoriented, bleeding. By day's end, more than 250 British soldiers were dead or wounded. The rebels had not only resisted, they had survived. News spread swiftly across the colonies. What began as protest had become war. There could be no return to the old order. Within weeks, armies would form. A commander named George Washington would take charge, and independence would move from dream to destiny. The battles of Lexington and Concord were small by the standards of history, but their meaning was immense. They proved that ordinary people could stand against an empire, that freedom, once challenged, would be defended. And all it took was a single gunshot in the dawn. Follow for more like this deep history time, and hit that like button